Hi, everybody. Can you hear me?
Hello. Yes, can hear you.
Berendito, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. Doing well.
Great. You know, I cannot claim host. I don't know why, but I don't know if it's actually needed because it seems like I can share my screen, but I will.
Yeah, recording is not necessary anymore, so I think you'll be fine if you can share a screen. Then that's all you have to do.
All right. Let me see. Yeah, can you see the screen now? Yes. Do you?
Yes.
Excellent. All right, so I think we can start. We are not so many today, but I think it's normal for the summertime in the north part of the world. So yeah, welcome to this 17th August 2023 AFJ meeting. Remember the Hyperledger code of conduct. I think we are all regular attendees. So, but anyway, if anybody can want to introduce themselves, feel free to do so. I made some. I did a copy paste from last week, from last meeting, and updated a little bit with some new stuff that I wanted to, or I identified that we can discuss today. But if you want to add anything to the agenda, please tell me or tell us, and we can do it. For the moment, what I identified was talking a little bit about running AFJ in the browser, which is something that they've pointed out yesterday, I think, in the Discord channel. We have also some topics about DidCom version 2. I see that we have Alexander here, who is interested in that. And well, I left this part of for the 050 release because I would like to. There are a couple of PRs open and things to do before, but I would like to discuss with you about the priorities or just having a plan or something to make it a reality. So I don't know, do you have anything else that you would like to discuss?
I have nothing really, but I assume at the bottom it says drop node 18 support before. I assume you mean 16 there, I hope.
Yes, I always make the same mistake.
Perfect.
Yeah. I don't know why, but I want to drop it before it is actually deprecated. About the status updates, as far as I know, we don't have anything new in the Bytefall community, at least on the meeting side. I don't know if there was a discussion. I have seen that there was in the Discord channel, there was a discussion about some problems on the credentials with images or something like that. I don't know if you are aware of that. It seems like it is a problem of ASCAR.
Yeah, I saw some issues regarding the text encoder or something. I haven't looked into it yet, but might be good to create an issue for it at Oscar, and
Yeah,
then when we have some time to fix it.
yeah, I think Klesho found a workaround for that in ASCAR. Yeah, for the entries. I think he's copying using a buffer, a buffer which is less than 50,000 items long or something like that to make it work. For the Aries meeting, I was yesterday. I wasn't all the time, but I think that the main discussion was about the PRDID migration. Stephen gave a presentation. I don't know, Warren, you were there, right?
Yes, I was there. Yeah, so Stephen Kern gave a presentation on kind of looking at it primarily through the lens of what Akapai plans to do to support the DID, unqualified DID, and DID Peer 2, DID Peer 3 migration, how it all fits together. So we had some open questions, and there was, so again, looking at it through the lens of Akapai, but also, you know, a kind of a broader view of what this might mean in a coordinated community update. So that there, I think most of the discussion was pretty good. I think there were some good conclusions that were arrived at, and I think the question for AFJ is, does the conclusions that were drawn out of that discussion match what needs to happen, or with AFJ, or is anything kind of inconsistent with how FJ behaves or wants to behave?
Yeah, the part I have seen that the idea, as far as I understood, is that we are not touching the connection protocol, the legacy connection protocol. The idea is to leave it as it is with unqualified DIDs, which is something that it's I think it's nice. I mean, it's something that I think is a good idea, because we are in AFJ, we are using unqualified DIDs for that protocol, and I think it's the same for the .NET implementation, and I don't know if it's also the same for if AFGO support is, maybe they are also doing that, because the idea is that we are going to use DID exchange for new connections and DIDCOM v1. But the difference I see in this strategy is that the idea is to first, in the first step, to support to create DID exchange requests with unqualified DIDs, but support both receiving unqualified and DID peer 2 DIDs, right? The problem that's the what I understood from Stephen's presentation, at least in the time I was there. The problem we have in AFJ is that we don't use unqualified DIDs for DID exchange. So we would need to add this support just to be compliant with Akapai in this first step, because in AFJ for DID exchange we are using DID peer 1. We are going to support DID peer 2 as well, but we are not using unqualified DIDs at all in DID exchange. So at the moment we only support using the peers for this exchange. Is it correct, Jakub? I'm right, because I know that you were working on that last year. Okay. I assume that I am. So my question would be, do we need to tweak our deed exchange support to temporarily support unqualified deeds, or we just support deed peer 2 and that's it? So we will skip this step 1, let's say. Open question. I would just
Might be good to ask Timo when he's back next week. He did a lot of work on the peer migration, so he probably has some opinions on this.
Yeah, I don't know anything about the implementation of AFJ, but if the Akapai implementation is supporting using the unqualified dids and that's the way it's going to stay, then AFJ will have an interoperability problem.
at the moment they are not compatible. At the moment, if you want to do a deed exchange between AFJ and Akapai, it will not work. So we are already incompatible. I think in most cases, when the bifold connects to the mediator, they are using the connection, the legacy connection protocol. I assume that, because otherwise I don't know how it could do it.
Is that for all dids or just unqualified dids?
No, I mean that for connection protocol, we both AFJ and Akapai use at the moment they are using unqualified dids. But for the deed exchange protocol, Akapai is still using unqualified dids because they were not supporting deed peer. I mean, I guess that they are. I don't know if it's already merged, but they are working on that at the moment. But AFJ for deed exchange is not supporting unqualified deeds, but working with deed peers. With deed peers version, the algo number 1, which is this one. The idea for the community is to move to deed peer 2 for the deed exchange, and then to the deed peer 3 for mostly for deedcom version 2, because it's more usable for more suitable for that.
Oh, right.
Hi, Ariels. Sorry, you had a question. I guess I was busy in here, so
yeah.
I didn't hear that. But
Okay.
my opinion, yeah, I don't remember like a lot of details from the implementation, and I think that Tim also added a lot of things on top of that, and this like qualifying, unqualifying bits.
Yeah.
Let's say conversions there, but I think we don't have to support. I wouldn't support unqualified bits for the exchange, honestly. Or what the spec says. I think the spec says that we should use like this peer. So I don't see a reason why we should revert back to support it. Right? Or
yeah. From the spec perspective, I think they don't say that that maybe it wasn't it wasn't so explicit at the moment at that moment. So maybe this inconsistency came from that.
Yeah, I feel like that we should support unqualified bits. But is there any, like, in community, is there any problem with that? Like, is there like strong tendency to support unqualified bits, even if it's like something like it feels like bit step backward to me.
Yes, but actually, it's not that they are adding support to unqualified deeds. Actually, this is how Akapai works right now. Akapai uses unqualified deeds for deed exchange. So the idea for them, for the community, is to, at the first step, to keep supporting unqualified deeds and use them for deed exchange requests, but at the same time support receiving deed peer-to deeds. If that's the case, I think it will be fine if we don't support them, because I guess that if an AFJ agent sends a deed exchange request with deed peer-to, the Akapai will be able to accept it. So I think it will be fine, but I don't know. I will say that yeah, I will keep it as it is right now and just add support to the deed peer-to.
Yeah, makes sense.
So yeah. And for the deed peer-tree, the main application for that is on DeedConv v2, because you know that in DeedConv version 2 we are exchanging the deeds on the from and the two fields, because I mean all the, instead of using keys, all the messages are using deeds. So if we are exchanging the deed peer-to all the time, we will be using a lot of bandwidth just for exchanging deeds. So the idea is from the deed peer-tree is that it's a shorter version of deed peer-to. It's like a hash or something like that. So it will make more sense to us to support the deed peer-tree when we switch to the DeedConv version 2. And well, we can move a little bit more on the status updates. I don't know about anon creds. I know that there were some work regarding the user replacement. I think it's already merged. The last time we were saying that it will be good to wait for a new release before merging this PR, which this one, the issuance of revocable credentials. I don't know if you Beren had the chance to see it, but I added a PR on anon creds. Oh, it's already merged. Oh, amazing.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
merged.
Okay.
Oh, 5 minutes ago.
5 minutes ago. So yeah, I can. I don't know who approved it, but fine. But this is an important one because who approved it? Timo from where? Timo is. I thought he was on vacation, but okay. Timo is.
I think he's in the train now.
Okay, nice. So yeah, well, I will well, maybe I can, because I wanted to ask this on this part on the drop 16 support, because this update on nanoncreds also makes it marks the minimum version of the wrappers to sets it to node 18. So if we are going to integrate this into AFJ, we will automatically make it, I guess, make it or mark it incompatible with node 16. So we will automatically drop the node 16 support. My question, maybe mostly for you, Aaron, that I know you know more about this dependency health stuff, is if that would represent a breaking change.
Yes.
Because in a comment you said something like that it will be still possible to use it on node 16, but we will just make our intention that or
Yeah.
something like that.
How did you like lock the node version? Was it just with the engine in the
Yes.
package.json? Okay, yeah, so that's something that you can override when installing this dependency, but I mean, it's still like a very clear intention. You get an error when it happens when you don't override it, and maybe if you override it, you even still get a warning or something. But I didn't look at the PR, but it might be good to only do it for the Node.js package and not for the shared and React Native package, because they would still work with Node 16. But yeah, I haven't looked at how you did it in the PR. So
Okay, that's because I think we will need to do this as well for the other wrappers, for ASCAR and IndieDDR.
yes,
The main goal was to not need to do this resolutions trick, because and this is something that we will discuss in a few moments with Dave. This has proven to have been a source of problem for users that wanted to get started with the AFJ, because the demo is not working because, you know, if without the patch the performance is very slow. So and you know, if the demo that doesn't work, is something that is very frustrating for anyone who wants to use this project. So what I did here was to just put the patch version as a dependency from the Node.js package, and not to require these resolutions anymore. So that's the idea, right? But this means, so that this would mean that if we merge this PR, including the new version of nanoncreds RS, maybe we are going to do a breaking change, and that will mean that it will go directly to the 0.5 release. Am I correct? What do you think, Baron?
yes, but we can't merge like the issue revocable credentials first, or is it dependent on those changes made in your PR?
It can work without the changes. At this moment, actually, it is working with the previous version or with the release version of nanoncreds RS. So it is possible to merge it like it is right now.
Okay. Yeah, might have to check, because I don't think it's necessarily bad to release 0.50 relatively quickly.
Yeah.
But it would be good to get like the breaking changes that we see coming like very soon, to get those in and then combine them all together. Otherwise, we have 0.60 also very quickly. And the wallet API might be related to that. But I'm not 100% sure what the exact roadmap is for 0.50 and what we want to break before that.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe we can take a break of this thing. We can, I don't know if you want to discuss a little bit about the AFJ on the browser.
Yeah, I don't really have like too much to discuss exactly. There was, yeah, I've seen some interest from a couple of people about running it in the browser. I think almost when AFJ started, it was already a thing like, oh, that would be very nice to have. There has been quite some efforts and demos with Anocreds in WebAssembly, which is working, technically is working, but like it's insanely slow, which is an issue if you have like an issuer in the browser for a production environment or something. But for a holder, it should not be that big of an issue. And yeah, that would be, then you have Anocreds. But one thing that I've been working on very, very passively is just like a very simple wallet module for the browser to also for like demo environments, but without using any WebAssembly or anything. But yeah, I also noticed there that implementing the wallet right now is quite complex, because I have to implement pack and unpack from Bitcoin v1, and those, they can get quite complex.
But have you seen this? This is a meetup made last month that was called the Aries with Anon Crest in the browser, made by David Viejo from Kung Software. He made AFJ to work on the browser. There are some backend parts as well, but what he did was, as far as I have seen yesterday, was that he implemented a browser wallet and a browser Anon Creds. The browser Anon Creds interface is what you are saying. I think it's based on the WASM version of Anon Creds, yeah. But in the browser wallet, which implements the wallet interface, and he made it this did come from this library, encryption envelope.js, and using this stable lib. And as far as I understand, it's pure JavaScript, right? I mean, it's working on the browser. It's doing the packing and unpacking on the browser.
Oh man, my repo looks exactly the same. That's amazing.
You see? This I don't know how. I would like to invite him to next week or to next meeting or something, because I think it's an amazing job, and I didn't know about it.
No, but cool. I didn't know about the Ditcom library. I was just implementing it with Sodium.
Yeah.
Which I think if AFJ exposes a couple of types that are right now in SCAR, it would be a lot easier. But yeah, I think like during that development, that quick demo thingy, it was quite obvious that the wallet API has to be reworked.
Yeah.
And that there are some things that have to be separated to make like items like this like a lot easier. Because if you don't have to implement pack and unpack or use a library for it, it really becomes like a whole lot easier to implement a wallet for any environment.
Yeah. absolutely.
So in his demo, he's not actually using the AnonCreds WASM. So he's just doing connections, and then anytime he wants to register a schema or a CredDef, that's where he uses a REST call to a server that does that.
Okay.
So he
Yeah.
has what looks like the ability in the code, but he hasn't actually implemented it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did a benchmark yesterday because I strongly assume that it's because of performance. If you run it, like if you create a credential definition without a web worker or anything, your browser just freezes for 2 minutes and like on a UI thread, so everything just crashes and Chrome says like, oh no, I'm dying. So I can imagine to like defer that to a backend. It can be done with web workers in a better way, but you're still waiting like 2.5 minutes, or it's like 1.5 minutes per attribute in the schema or something ridiculous like that. One thing that is quite nice is that we, since AnonCred CL signatures is merged in AnonCred RS, we can take a look there because that's where the performance bottleneck is. If we can change some dependencies there for when we don't use OpenSSL to improve the speed. But I think any improvement will be very, very small because OpenSSL just does it so quickly and everyone else, does it relatively slow.
But do you really see a real world use case where we will need issuers on the browser other than the demos?
Not a commercial use case, but where it could work is what you just said for demos and for training people. So what I posted on Discord yesterday is that I have a group of students that I'm trying to teach AFJ to, and they need something when they're running AFJ, they need to connect up to something they know as a known good system. And also I'd like them to have that run locally so that they don't have to play around with ngrok or anything like that. So that's why I thought, hey, having something just run in the browser where it's all together, you don't have to build any Docker containers or anything like that. It's just there, and it's a known good system you can connect to. And if that system could also allow you to either access some schemas and then do a credential definition off of there, that would be a good thing to have. So it kind of looks like maybe I'll have to use the server side, but for training purposes and testing purposes, it'd be really good to have a browser-based one.
Well, you know that we are using AnonCreds without any ledger at all. We are using AnonCreds with did web. So I think that will make a lot easier to set up a demo or something like that. Maybe that could be also of course we have this. We still have this problem on the performance on the browser side, but what I mean that maybe that could make it a bit easier to set up without any need of using or mounting a Von network or something like that. But I'm wondering if it's really necessary for this introduction to this technology to use AnonCreds. I mean, wouldn't be good if they start with something simpler like JSON-LD or something that maybe it's more easy to set up, and I'm pretty sure that it's possible to, or it will be possible to run in the browser. Akif, do you want to say something?
Yeah,
I'm
I
open
know.
for suggestions. Go ahead, Keith.
I was just going to say, I know you briefly talked about some of the performance issues in the browser, but I'm wondering if it'd be nice to document them into like some issues and maybe work towards a roadmap on cleaning them up if there's a valid use case for them.
Yeah,
I think I would love to be able to see it fixed, but I highly doubt that it will be possible, sadly. Which is, I think as long as holders have a fine performance in the browser, then it's fine. Like what Ariel said, I think for demos it can be very valuable to have that support. But for production, there might be some browser wallets which still, I mean, you will keep your storage in a IndexedDB or something, which is also not really what you want.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I go ahead.
I was just gonna. I think I remember that when I watched the demo, I think that's what he ended up using was IndexedDB for the wallet because I don't think Ascar was compiling, from what I remember. It was a while ago since I've seen that demo.
Yeah, it's
there's
IndexedDB.
Yeah, there's an issue with using the SQL library from Rust with WebAssembly. But like in the end, like unless you have access to the file system with the WebAssembly systems interface or something, you'll always have like a short-lived or ephemeral whatever database because it's stored in IndexedDB or local storage, and at some point it gets cleared or you're deleted by accident. Like I think for a real production wallet, you would have to have access to the file system, and then we would have to add another couple of layers to Ascar, but that might be possible.
all right.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time seeing a commercial application for this. So I don't think it's worth chasing down a non-cred's performance in the browser.
No, it doesn't have my priority as well. For me, like I started it because I thought it was like a fun thing to see if it would be like even compiled to WebAssembly, which it did. And if there are things that we can easily do, like swap some libraries on the CL signature side to make it faster, then sure. But like if we would want to match OpenSSL speed, we would have to do some very, very, very complex things in WebAssembly. Which then at that point, then I would say, yeah, that's not worth my effort. Maybe someone else would love to do it, but not me.
But still, for the holder side, you say that it will be complicated to get an official, let's say, an official release of that.
For Anocred specifically?
Yeah, for the non-creds, yeah.
So the issue with that is that there has to be like, we have an FFI layer now, and there are a couple people working on making it also like Anocred's better for a pure Rust as a pure Rust library. But if we want to use WebAssembly, we would have to create another whole interface, which I think that guy from the meetup repo that you showed, I think he added quite a bit of functionality as like a WebAssembly FFI like layer. But we would have to do that, and we would have to do that properly, which does take some time.
Okay.
That's the only real blocker there. I don't think that there's anything for Anocreds by itself. There's not really anything else. You just need the functionality exposed.
Okay, and also we have this continued work on the Anocreds 2.0. So maybe at the time we finish with that, there is already a new version of Anocreds, and maybe we will not need it anymore.
Yeah, I'm curious if there are like because I know they want to support like multiple signature schemes and everything.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure about BBS, but maybe PS signatures. I have not looked into that at all. But they might already improve a lot of performance because it's really like I have to think a bit or look back a couple months, but the issue was with generating quite large safe prime numbers, which I don't think is necessary for BBS or PS signatures. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure. So
Okay. Okay, so maybe we can switch a little bit on the DidConv view. I have seen. Oh no, Artem left. I've seen that Artem was here at some time ago, some minutes ago. I can tell you about the DidConv. Well, we have a discussion here about the current status and that Artem put some stuff here. Around the protocols, the signed messages, the supported key types. I have something to say here. The P384, which is mandatory for DidConv v2, as Beren said. You know, Beren, it makes me nervous to see this black avatar. It's it's something I will try to get rid of, but it's complicated. So so yeah, for the P384, I did a pull request this week, and I think it's already merged. So I think it's just a matter of having a new having a new release of the ASCII wrapper to do so. So I think we will be covered on that. And the mediator support, yeah, of course, it is not. Actually, there is they did a good work on that, but it's left in another PR. So what I can say about this, I have been working a little bit on adding some protocols. There is a draft I submitted a few minutes ago about using basic messages v2. So and I think I have a demo. Yes, because we have the demo, the classic demo with Alice and Faber. So in the demo, Artem added the ability of creating a connection invitation of v1 or v2. So I will copy paste this. Okay. And we can send messages and ping other parties. This is a bit weird. I don't know why this is happening, but v2 maybe. And v2 maybe. Okay, you will have to believe me, but yeah, it is it is sending a basic message v2 message by using this connection, this v2 connection. Actually, what it does is that the first time you receive, Faber receives a connection message from as a response of this invitation, of a v2 invitation, it will create a connection record, and then it will be able to identify the messages that came from that connection. You see, if you look at the list of the connection list, we will see that there is the protocol field that usually is about the data exchange or connection this is none, which means that it's a direct connection from DidConv v2. So it is working. this refactoring doesn't or tries to not make a breaking change on the API perspective. So it will, when you call the basic message module, it will detect if the connection is didcom v1 or with didcom v2 one, and send the message with the appropriate protocol. I'm not very convinced about the class structure, but because it's a bit complicated to handle the events and to make everything compatible. So I see it will be a bit hard to make the didcom v2 implementation without introducing breaking changes at all. And also another question I do have, and I think that we will, well, we will need to discuss it further, but it's about the message transformation, because there are some protocols. I think I made some comments here. No, there are some protocols that support didcom protocols that support or that are suitable for didcom v1 and v2 at the same time. For instance, the discover features v2, and also the basic messages v2. So it's not clear to me how can we do to be able to send a v2 message or receive a protocol message that can be transformed to didcom v1 or v2 or something like that. This is mostly my concern, but I don't think we are far from merging this. I have been working a little bit also on adding the issue credentials with version 3 and the present proof version 3. I couldn't make it for today because I wanted to have the full demo with all the request proof and that stuff, but it wasn't as easy as I expected to. I mean, it wasn't just a copy paste and that's it, and replacing the v2 for v3 and that's it. But but I think it will be feasible to do so in a few days or so. So I think we are good in a good shape with this didcom v2 support. I don't know if any one of you have some comments on this. I think it will be part of the 0.5 release, I would say.
Don't have any comments, but nice work.
Yeah, actually, it was a very nice job by Art. I wanted to thank him in this meeting, but he had to leave. So yeah, and about the 0.5 release, I don't know if we have some. Yes, I do have a question regarding something that Neil asked this week about this PR. Have you seen it, Berend?
I think I've seen the title.
Okay. Okay. No, the PR is clear, and it's a good fix. But my only concern, as I said here, is that the change it does here, the agent has a message subscription field here, which is actually used internally. I don't see any case where anybody want to call this or to access this message subscription from outside the agent. But for some reason, when Timo added this, he made it public. And if we put it as optional, I will say that it could represent a breaking change, let's say, in some way. So that's my question. If we don't consider it a breaking change, which is reasonable for me, I think we can merge it right now and make it part of the 041.
I think, sadly, it is a breaking change. I also don't know. I haven't used it myself, like the public message subscription, but it is a breaking change.
Yeah, I think
There-
so. I think so too.
If anyone uses this now without like the Miller's coalition or something, coalescing, whatever the word is, and now you try to build it, you suddenly get errors for it. And there's no way we can introduce the same changes without making it optional.
I don't know. What do you say, Neil?
Well, to me, it doesn't seem possible because it's inside of the constructor. So the only reason that it's not optional is because the constructor sets it explicitly. But because it's inside of the constructor, that means it's never called again. So potentially we could renew it. We could have a helper method inside of the agent which renews the subscription on initialize again. I'd have to look into it.
Okay.
Yeah, that might work.
Yeah.
If it already exists, do nothing. If it doesn't exist, create it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a matter of the order of the merging. I mean, if we don't do any breaking change, we can do it right now, and if not, we have to wait a little bit. I mean, I hope next week, because we can do the 041 release, and then we merge it. We merge this one here, and we prepare it for 050. But I would like to have it in the 041. Actually, it's a good fix.
Yeah, I'll have a look to see if it can be done via this helper method.
Okay, fine. Okay, so I don't know if anybody have anything else to comment. I don't know if we do have some. Yeah. So I guess we covered all the agenda.
Yeah, maybe I would have a question, but I see that we have only 4 minutes. About the IndiviDR and React Native. Is there anyone who is using that in React Native already? Because I think it requires, I'm not sure, maybe it's Ascar, I'm not sure right now, but one of those libraries, maybe it's Ascar, it requires new architecture for React Native. Yeah, I feel like for us, it might be a bit struggle because we are not at React Native 72, which introduce some interoperability layer between different architectures. And also, even if it does, if we migrate to that version, I'm a bit worried that there will be libraries that won't work with that. So is anyone running that, or?
I think everything from 0.66 React Native and up should work. It uses turbo modules, but yeah, the turbo modules new architecture thing always confused me a bit from React Native. It is in bifold, and I think it's also being used in bifold, which from I think when we added it was on 0.66. So that is, I think, the lowest version we support.
It's in bifold. I think Ascar's in bifold as well, and there's a non-creds, so they're all there.
Okay, so it means that bifold is running with new architecture and all all of its dependencies are available for new architecture? Because I thought that you have to have like even your dependencies must be supported for new architecture, right?
So I think it's still using an older version of React Native, but I believe as of AFJ 040, it's all supported. Correct me if I'm wrong there, Biren, but you guys did all that work.
I don't think that the new architecture is required. React Native, like the Turbo Modules API, has been in React Native for I think 0.64, but not publicly exposed and very hacky. So I think it's not required to do any weird enabling of that new architecture. But you might have to check by default's build Gradle or settings Gradle or wherever it's configured.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, because I'm having some error while like using, it's Ascar, so it's not in the VDR, it's Ascar as I'm looking at the error, and it seems like it doesn't, the native dependency is not like built with the project correctly. So yeah, maybe it's something else than this thing. I thought it's related to the architecture, but maybe, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, okay, I will look at it again, and then maybe I will create issue for that to share this with you.
But sorry, but I didn't understand very well. But the problem is with the new architecture or with the older architecture?
All architecture. I have like React Native with using old architecture, right? Because like there is a lot of dependencies using old architecture right now in my project, and then I just try to add Aries Ascar, and it's using those turbo modules as Baron mentioned, and it's probably not like built, like these dependencies are probably not built correctly. So I thought that okay, I have to probably build the app with like new architecture enabled, and yeah, then I stopped there basically. I thought like I have to enable that, but then I was worried that okay, if I enable new architecture, then almost all of other dependencies I'm using won't work. Maybe that's
we are using Ascar and Anon creds, and in our project we are using React Native 0.71.8.
Okay.
With all architecture, yes, that's it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, then I will have another look, and yeah, then eventually I would share the struggles I have with that.
Okay.
If someone knows how to solve them.
Okay, so I think we ran out of time. So thank you very much for coming. It was a very nice discussion actually for the summertime. Very charged, I think. So yeah, so see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, thank you guys. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thanks.
Thanks. Bye, guys.
Bye.